John and Ken Show. John Cobell and Ken Shampoo, KFI, AM 640. So the LA County Supervisors voted today to give millions of dollars of your tax money if you live in LA County to get lawyers for illegal aliens to fight their deportation.
Yep, they're teaming up with the city of Los Angeles, and they're hoping that private donors will step up, and it'll be a $10 million fund for illegal immigrants to fight deportation. Garcetti announced yesterday the city's contribution. Today, the LA County Board of Supervisors officially voted to give $1 million, growing to $2 million next year. In fact, I think we got one clip where they wanted to go up to $40 million eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, this
are they
is
out of their minds?
They are out of their minds. They're fanatics. This is an abomination. People choose to break the law. There's consequences, and now we have to pay for their lawyers.
Wow, the
legal
immigrant lobby has really grown, hasn't it?
How much money are they contributing to these bastards, huh?
Oh, that comes up in this clip. Your friend Sheila Kuehl, apparently, she does lash out at somebody in the audience in this clip, and then you're going to hear eventually Supervisor Mark Ridley-Thomas chime in. Let's go.
Finally, I want to say something to the people who think that giving me money has anything to do with my vote.
She's going to say
Yeah,
F.
I've been in the Assembly, I've been in the Senate, I've seen some people who care, who give some contributions, but I'm telling you something, that has nothing to do with voting your conscience up here. And it certainly has nothing to do with me. I make my choice. I do not stand with the haters. Thank you. And I will not, because I was elected to vote my conscience, and that's what I did.
Stop a second.
Yeah, here we go.
Because
This is like the Electoral College thing.
This is...
I'm here to vote my conscience.
Yeah, this is PC scolding again. Remember what she did in the last clip?
Yeah.
She talked about fascists and Nazi Germany, and now she talks about haters. In other words,
did you hear she almost used the F word there?
I know.
You hear that? That was great.
Because she's crazy, really. She
must have gotten emails of people accusing her of because she's on the take from the unions and so forth. That's why she's doing this, or maybe the activist groups.
The unions are pushing this, and the unions own all the local politicians in L.A.
Because they're good at unionizing the lower-paid workers, and that's who a lot of the illegal aliens are. They want to sign them up and make them part of their union.
So Sheila Kuehl
the base.
I'm sure, is as bought off as everybody else is. Unions call the shots, and the unions are among the activists pushing for our tax money to be used. Now, I so resent, because I pay a lot of tax money in the city and the county, that because I object to my tax money going to defend people who knowingly broke the law, that I'm called a Nazi and a hater and a fascist? I pay for Sheila Kuehl's salary. She works for me. She works for you. If you're in L.A. County, she works for you. And the employee is now calling us all kinds of vile names because she wants to spend tax money on lawbreakers who came here illegally.
They're trying to sucker us in. And we've been through this so many times over the last 15 years into this idea that this is the civil rights struggle of the 60s all over again, and those who do not support rights for African Americans are racists. Same thing, now they're trying to tell us illegal immigrants, they deserve full rights because they're here. Well, they're here because we had open borders. That wasn't our fault.
Still broken law. They still broke the law. There's consequences.
As Trump said time and time again, you either have a border or you don't. And if you do have a border, you have to do something about it. You have to enforce the rules, the laws. This crowd just wants to call you a hater and try to marginalize you with that.
Yeah, because we don't want our money spent on this?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's one thing to have to live with the amount of illegal immigration we've had, but now they're saying fork over tax money to give them lawyers.
Yeah, to give them lawyers so they can fight our law. This is our law that we have.
Even crazier, the state wants to put up tax money to train the lawyers to help the illegals. Holy mackerel. Let's finish this clip because I think Mark Ridley-Thomas jumps in here.
Don't yell back at me. Sit down.
Hold on. Now, let me just say something to you.
Oh, Jesus.
I think, hold on just for a moment. We've asked respectfully several times. Have we not?
People yelling out?
Now.
Wait, stop this again. Hold on. They just blew $2 million of our money and we're not allowed to yell back about it? We have to be respectful after they stole $2 million of our money. How does this work? Who's crazy here? We're crazy or they're crazy? In other words, we're taking $2 million of your money. Now you sit down and shut up, you hateful Nazi fascist. Shut up. Go to work and give us more money. Who the hell are these people? Why do people put up with this? These are employees. These are employees making $178,000 a year, plus benefits, plus pensions, plus all that slush fund money, millions of dollars that each supervisor is entitled to spend on whatever they want. We spend millions of dollars on these five fools, and when somebody objects to them stealing more millions to help out lawbreakers, we're told to shut up, and we're told we're hateful Nazi fascists? Nobody should put up with this.
Let's roll out a third supervisor. This is Hilda Solis. I got to say, I guess being the Latino on the panel, she's full in support of this idea of spending tax money on lawyers for illegal immigrants. Let's hear it.
What I'm asking for is that we look at the vulnerable populations, as I said, and that's a directive. So I read that to mean that the groups that we're looking at are DACA, DAPA beneficiaries, veterans, and those that served our country, obviously, refugees, and any others. There are unaccompanied minors that would deserve this representation who were detained. They're not, I mean, you want to call them felons, that's one thing, but...
No, I said convicted felons that are facing...
But I'm just saying they haven't been convicted, but
all right, hold on. Are they going to give money
that's what I'm wondering.
To the convicted felon illegal aliens that
like
Trump is targeting first? Is really my money's going to go to convicted felons?
Let's roll that back because I got lost there a little bit. They were starting to try to clarify that.
That would deserve this representation who were detained. They're not, I mean, you want to call them felons, that's one thing, but...
No, I said convicted felons that are facing...
But I'm just saying they haven't been convicted, but nonetheless, those individuals would be a part of this, and then I would ask
All right, so what she's saying there, I can clarify it. Illegal aliens who are arrested, but now, get them a lawyer too, because they'll also probably be held on immigration charges. She's saying not yet convicted, but arrested.
What is
charged?
What is their opinion on convicted?
Yeah, that wasn't clear. Seemed like for now she wasn't going to go down that road all the way.
Yeah, I want to see this
give money
bill.
to convicted felons.
Ray, we got to get all the categories listed in this bill. I want to know
it could
how.
get that crazy. You could get a guy that gets thrown in jail for a horrible DUI crash, and when he's released, we're giving tax money to give him a lawyer to fight deportation.
Would the guy who killed Kate Steinle, would he be eligible?
I would be an example of a convicted felon, right? All right, let's finish this.
the CEO and our county council come back and include also what other vulnerable populations there might be, because we heard pretty loud and clear that there's a need to have due process. Due process doesn't mean that you win the case, it means you have representation. And even with limited dollars, that's only going to go so far. Unfortunately, that's why I think the appeal has to be much broader. I'm glad that the state is doing what they are doing.
No.
Why our
because we
money?
could potentially see anywhere from $40 million is what I hear that the state is working on. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know.
Yeah, the
but
state is.
All right, stop.
That's a good.
Yeah,
So
the
now
state is coming up with a whole bunch of spending.
So there's $40 million of my state taxes, your state taxes, $3 million of city taxes, $2 million of county taxes.
Right. The other $5 million is supposed to come from donors.
Look, private donors can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I know.
But
if they don't put in enough, I'll bet you they raise the tax money part.
See, that's the thing. The private donors are volunteering to share their money. This is the state compelling us. If we don't pay our taxes, what happens? Ultimately, guys with guns show up, and they take your property, and they seize your bank accounts. They liquidate everything you own. That's the power of the state, the power of the cap. You talk about fascists and Nazis. If I don't obey the law and I don't pay my taxes, their uniformed men with guns come to settle matters.
Sheila Kuehl compared it to the millions that are spent on public defenders on behalf of people accused of crime.
Those are legal residents. Those are American citizens.
I think the illegals get public defenders, too, though, when they're accused of the crimes. Not deportation. I think they do. I imagine they do.
No, you know what? There should be. They should be deported as soon as they're arrested.
Well, not if it's a horrific crime. Then they'll just come right back across the border and do it again.
No, that's where we have the wall.
We better get the wall soon.
Well, we better get the wall soon.
All right. We're at 1-800-520-1534.
John and Ken Show, KFI. Heather Jordan.